So I think at an angle, this is looking pretty good, but at an angle I think it might disappear too much. High shininesses, but I think that's okay. I think I'm happy with it for now. I don't know if I'm gonna add in gamma yet. I think I'm just gonna continue as I've gone from here, adding specular in. Better way of saying this is ad hoc is a whatever. Ad hoc is faster but less realistic is actually a pretty good way of saying it. So let me see. How am I going to patch this? I'm probably going to detect specular term right here. See if this is found anywhere else in the document. Nope. And I should probably reset this to the default to do this. So then it'll patch right here. I'm just thinking I could start searching from this because this function is supposed to appear afterwards, but I don't necessarily need to. It would make it faster though. See, I'll do end index. So that's a good one to start from. And if it fails to find it, then we will go to specular fail. I already defined that. I'm using labels. I should actually also list what feature is being failed to patch here. Actually, that's not really helpful. Even if I was trying to debug errors, that wouldn't actually help me debug it. This part is the main part that helps me debug it. I'm just being overly descriptive. So now end index will be just like right here, the end of the line. I'm just thinking, how am I going to do this? Actually, I could just make this a ternary and it would still be pretty concise. Alright, let's see if that does the specular patching now. I'm going to delete all... actually, I can just leave that in there. It shouldn't do anything. It is going to reset to the old unpatched specular now. Which is, yeah, way brighter. Oh, yeah, I forgot to do the clamping. I forgot to remove the clamping. Alright, well, I'll check at least if this patching works. B4. Wait, what? Oh, 21 is one too many characters there. It was 20 instead of 21. That's why it put a B in there. Did do everything basically correct though. Alright. So there's two parts to patching the specular. I forgot. I also need to patch... right here. Let me just make sure. Lighting physically based is used for all of these, right? Yeah. Okay, so by patching that, I'm patching all of them. All right. need to find something to identify the line by. Alright, that should be good. I might not even need that much. I might just even be able to search for something like this. Yeah, I'll reduce it to just that. Wait, actually. No, yeah, okay. I'll use that to identify it, and then I need to add a few characters to right here to get to right there in the string. And I'm also thinking where I should apply gamma correction. I'm thinking I need to actually do it back up there. We'll see. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Oh yeah, I guess I need to find the end index as well. I just realized I could make this like all one line. And I think that would actually be better. Do that up here as well. I think I can. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. You know, instead of counting this, JavaScript. Oh, I counted it correctly. Yep. I'm pretty much done the shader. I got it looking pretty much how I want it. It's got nice brightness levels now. But now I'm making the Unity doesn't give good ways to. Well, I mean, you know the way shaders work. It's like if you want to change stuff inside the shader, you'll be changing a bunch of constants and stuff. And Unity also like resets a bunch of changes. So I made I'm applying the shader changes as a C# script. So the C# code goes through the shader and patches the lighting with the functions that I want. So that way I can choose between different things, and like this gamma will actually be so powerful because like if you turn the gamma up, this is only lighting gamma, and really high lighting gamma looks like cartoon. Like really high lighting gamma is basically either black or white, which gives you, so you can do a whole bunch of styles with that. But yeah, it should be done very soon, like today. Oh, never mind. I can't do a ternary with this, but what I can do is I can take this, I can put it in a string. Wait, why did I make this a static string when it's only used once? Oh wait, never mind, I use it 2 times. 2 times, okay. Hold on, I think I can make a static string. Or maybe read-only string. Oh wait, it's C#, so wait, you do read-only string. Is not valid for this item. Okay. Let me look this up. C#, constant string, local variable. I don't know what the equivalent would be, declaring as local variable as const. Const. I think like the way C# works is there's really little benefit. Maybe const works here. Wait, what? Okay, wait a minute. Wait, what? I swear this didn't used to be valid C#. Like, did something change? I must be stupid. I remember having to do read-only string. Why can't I have public static const string? This is what I had. Const object is always static. Relearning C# right here. Apparently that's completely valid, static const, even though it shouldn't be. That's... I don't even understand programming anymore. Neither requires nor allows. Okay, maybe Unity's different, I don't know. Weird. Anyways, I can do this by doing a string array. Which I might not be able to do a const array like this, we'll see. No, I guess that works. Okay, awesome. So that makes this pretty easy then. Now I can just add this string sampled by the attenuation mode, or just sample that array with the attenuation mode. Then we can just add the rest of code back on, and that's much nicer. I guess nice in programming is subjective. One-liners for me are way nicer. A bunch of people probably just fucking hate me after doing that. But whatever. As long as the code does what it's supposed to do. All right. I need to, okay, because I need to add this parentheses all the way back here. I need to have this whole thing copied in, but whatever, that's easy. Pretty easy. Okay. All right. Let's test it. Wait. Expression being assigned to 10 codes must be constant. Oh yeah, read only doesn't work here. All right. Let me look this up. What did I just do? That was so weird. I think I just dragged the browser window into Unity. Unity just lagged and tried to load something, and my computer froze while it did that. Wait, can you do static read only right here? No. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I feel like it's allocating an array when I do this, and I want it to be constant. Roslyn compiler puts local arrays in metadata. Take the first version of convert method. Here's the IL code. The private implementation details. You can see the lookup array is in the assembly metadata. Kind of, it puts it in metadata. Do we have any overhead? Yes, JIT will copy the content. Work longer than the case with a static array. See, this is interesting. I don't really care about this specific case, but it's just like, I just want to be aware of that when I'm using C#. It's like I want to know if it's doing allocations and copies like that. All right. I think it's good now. I think we can test it. Okay. So let's disable all of the patches. So this should reset back to Unity's default lighting. And we can actually check here in lighting.hlsl. Okay, so we can see it has removed the min light color around direct BRDF. I'm just looking at this subtract direct main light. I wonder if this needs to be converted at all. I don't think so. I think it's good. Alright. Our specular term has been reset. And our light attenuation got reset. Okay. Oh my god, I just realized something. I broke about the patching. So I expected C distance is constantly going to be there, but light atten might actually be there. Ah, that's why. I remember now. That's why I actually had the code that way, where I did this. Anyways, here we go. So you can see, so here I'll do a direct example of how Unity's light is different. So it's all about the values you put in and how they don't actually match what you see. So like the intensity of the light, okay, wait, I just realized how bad of a spot chat and camera is. So if the intensity of the light is 0.5, then the light should never pass 0.5. Like the max light the light should emit at any point is 0.5, except that's not true in Unity's universal render pipeline. You can see the specular highlights are 254. They're basically completely fully white, of intensity of 1. And you can see even this blurred specular highlight is 209, which is like an intensity of like 0.75. So what the fuck? ShareX just... Oh. I just realized I'm on the wrong audio source right now. Anyways, you can see it's so insanely bright, and there's another thing that really bugs me. I guess it's not particularly wrong, but when you set the smoothness to 1, point lights basically completely disappear. You can like barely see it. They literally become points, like unbelievably small points, which is not realistic at all. The lights at least have a little bit of a... So that is all the things that I find very wrong with Unity's lighting. You can also see this on the diffuse. If you go to diffuse here and you put the light against it, you can see even at like 0.1 light intensity, when you put the light up against the surface, it gets unbelievably bright in that white spot. So that is what that's what this lighting patch fixes. So with the realistic attenuation and then the specular fix, you can now see it's limited to 0.5. And you can see the diffuse attenuation here is really nice now. Even when you make the light very close to the surface. And so that's the really nice thing about this patcher as well, is if you just want the specular fix, or if you don't want the realistic attenuation, it provides different modes. It provides a faster version than the realistic if you want a tiny bit, like the performance between these honestly doesn't matter. It's literally like 2 shader instructions. It's a square root call versus POW. But this actually doesn't represent the code properly, but it just tells you what the function is. It's actually calculated differently in the shader, but not differently. It does the same thing, but it's calculated differently. Math's cool. You can do the same thing different ways. Alright, now we just need to do the gamma correction, which should be really easy. Just go... I need to go to that direct BRDF function again. Right here. So I'm not certain so here's my issue that I just actually figured out. Unity applies. Oh no. So I just remembered. Oh god, so I was just thinking, oh, I could apply gamma correct right here. You know what? Maybe I won't apply the gamma to diffuse. No, never mind. Let me check if... Actually, I still don't understand if the diffuse has the same thing. Basically, even when... So this isn't all of the lighting calculation. This BRDF data.diffuse already has lighting calculation put into it. Man, it's so hard to find a good place to like put my camera in the chat. I just realized this is blocking the code, but in Unity this is blocking the info. Oh my god, wait, let me try a different window layout. Nope. Nope. Maybe, but on the other side, I kind of like how big this viewport window is. Oh my god, yes. Yes, this was the one I used to use. And then if I just move this over there... Gamma's post-processing effects. I actually looked at doing that, and an issue with it is that it kind of like... I just realized, can I not... Alright, I actually liked this, the square... There we go. There we go. So yeah, I looked at, I was showing off these post-processing volumes yesterday. One of the ones is Gamma, but it's very limited, and it causes color banding issues because it's applied as a post-processing effect. Hold on, I'm gonna make everything diffuse. So it looks like this has attenuation applied as well as Lambert. But yeah, this gamma is really bad. You can see if you, oh wait, that's I hate these color wheels. You can see it increases banding and it's limited to only like 2 or 1. It's really limited. So it doesn't give you the whole cartoon effect that I wanted. I'm gonna need to get used to this window layout, but I think it's gonna be better. At least I have a bigger view now, like a closer up view. So I like that. So this is what I'm looking at right here. The not I gotta actually 1 sec. I need to isolate everything else except for the Lambert. Like, I don't even know what I'm looking for. Basically, there seems to be some other lighting being applied. Yeah, okay, here. This is actually exactly what I can... So this is applying Lambert lighting. Yeah, this is definitely Lambert lighting. You can see on the sphere here, so as I put this farther away, it should actually get bigger. Oh wait, now it's outside the light range. But yeah, this attenuation, I need the gamma to apply to this as well. So I need to find, I don't know where that code is yet, where where it's being applied, because it's somehow being applied to the diffuse and specular values into this direct, or I guess it's the radiance actually. That same value that I was applying min to up here. Right here. Oh my god, right here. Lambert. N.L. I just realized, is this... Does it do N.L anywhere here? No, it adds the light direction to the view direction. Okay. So how would I apply the gamma to both of these? Like, I'm thinking I'm going to actually have to have 2 POW function calls, one of them on this N.L. Oh man, what would be better is if I just stacked up lighting. The more efficient way for Unity to have done this would be if they added up all of the light values and then you could apply the processing like gamma, all of them in one call. But instead what they do is they multiply the light and the material colors for every light they do. Whereas what you could do is you could add up the light colors and then you could multiply those by the material color in a single call after adding them up. Oh my god. Oh my god. What are they doing? See, here's the weird thing. Am I the only one that thinks that shaders are the place to perform micro optimizations? Like, removing just a few functions or like calls and shaders does so much optimizing because they get called millions of times for like a bunch of pixels. Maybe that's just me. I think what I want to do is I want to modify this. the most efficient thing would be for me to modify the whole function there and pass in the values to that, like modify both functions. That would be really advanced though. Like I know now that I could apply the gamma that I'm talking about right here. So when I say cartoon effect, this is what I mean. This should at least be like the cartoon effect I'm talking about. I might have the math wrong. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so you can see this is like cartoon lighting where it's either on or off. So that, you can't really do that with the post-processing effect. It gets like color banding issues and stuff. Oh wait, POW will not work with negative, use ads. Okay. Why is it warning me about negatives? Wait, let me, hold on. Is there a way to stop that warning? I'm just thinking, is there a better way for me to apply this? I could do suppressed warning, it says, but man, Unity's got some stuff that just does not make sense. Whatever. So let me think about this. Is direct BRDF used anywhere else? Or only there? Oh, it's direct BDRF. No, it's only used right there. Okay, so we could actually modify this pretty easily because we won't have to modify. I think we won't have to. That's the issue, is if this is used in any other shaders, which it's in an HLSL include file, so it might be. Huh. Then I don't know. Alright, whatever. I think I'm just gonna do two gamma calls. So I'll apply the gamma here to the specular term. Do I want to apply gamma to the specular term? Actually, wait. I actually didn't think about this. Is the gamma, like, what would cartoon gamma be like on specular anyways? Is that, I guess some people will probably want some sort of effect like that, so I should make it an option. I guess if they're going to be separate, or two POW calls, I can make them separate options. I just want to see what this looks like. Hold on. It's so hard to navigate this file. There's like so much code in it. So I've been thinking about a game I want to make on stream for an AI to apply realistic cartoon gamma. That's one of the neural post effects shaders that I had sitting in my shader toy, never published, is a cartoon effect. This was from like, I think 4 years ago, maybe. I gotta get water. My voice is going. This is supposed to be like an actual shader toy is loading slow. Alright, well that's loading. I'm gonna check out this lighting. Yesterday I launched AI that made cartoon from images. It uses 8 gigabytes RAM. I'm surprised it doesn't use more. Make cartoons from images. It's cool. What I've found honestly is a whole bunch of stuff that we're doing with AI with like this image detection stuff. I've at least personally found that it can actually be done with like wavelets and Fourier transform as well, and like a bunch of the like synthesis stuff that we're doing with AI with Deep Dream. You can do the same thing with Patch Match, the algorithm made by Adobe for content aware fill. Wait, what is happening? Do you see the video glitching out? What? It's also not applying the filter. What? Oh, it's not applying the filter because yeah, I think it's Firefox. So this is what the filter looks like. That's so weird how it's glitching out. Wow, it is really bugging out. Can you see what the effect is doing though? It's like it's actually a not bad outline. It looks kind of like an emboss filter though. It's my issue. But this was trained on a single image, so I'm not that surprised. It does lose a whole bunch of detail though, because it takes away a bunch of colors. Like you can see the red. If you know supercomputer AI useless, that I understand for sure. Training takes ages on local PC. No, I've found it's useful for a bunch of stuff. Like machine learning is super useful. Having it go through and try a whole bunch of values and things. We just need to get it like integrated. Like Windows honestly could have features these days that are equivalent to like bots or macros where they basically do something where you can say a condition like keep changing this text between these numbers until I say stop. Like keep going between these things. And it would like let people basically repeat like you could set something like click these buttons, which is basically like opening emails, and say do it until I stop, and it'll just like open emails and shit until you say stop. There's like such simple macro shit that we can do like that that's not even like advanced neural networks that like I've said this before. I think Microsoft and a whole bunch of companies just don't improve things like Windows because they don't need to. They basically just get like handed money to just do like the same thing year after year. So, yeah. What? This is really dim. for some reason. Care only about monies and fire devs fast and they can develop something useful. Like, technically you could say they don't even hire devs, because I believe a lot of their stuff is sent to like out, I don't know how to describe it, like out of oh, this is weird. What is this? Like a bunch of their stuff is sent to like India or other places where they just like put people on a contract to develop something. It looks to me why is it white everywhere? That's what I need to figure out. Was it because of the gamma? I didn't think the gamma would spike that up that much, but maybe it did. Found most of Google Chrome devs now Russian people and located in Russia. Very surprised. Is that like open source development then, or like people that got in it through open, just developing it, like fixing bug reports and stuff? Oh, interesting. So that gamma, that definitely was Specular Gamma. Okay, I don't think Specular Gamma is that good. Definitely seems to mess stuff up. Closed source that handle whole Chrome developer, include bugs. Wow. Okay, so this doesn't look good in my opinion. It makes the specular not look like specular. I actually don't think this would be a useful effect for people. I don't think a lot of people would want that. Let me see what would happen if I turn up the exponent. Should make it way darker. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't look good either. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do specular or gamma on the specular. Actually, it really only applies to the diffuse. That kind of makes sense. I'm really excited to get this done. I'm like so close to finishing it now. Oh yeah, that just makes it, oh, actually that actually might be nice for people who are doing cartoon effects. Yeah, people actually might like that customization, so I'm gonna add that in. So I'll split gamma into specular gamma and diffuse gamma. This is so stupid. In my brain, I'm thinking, I'm like, do I care enough to copy these to the other line? Do I care that much about organization? And then I was like, in the time I thought about if I care enough, I could have just copied these to the other line. So I'm just going to copy them to the other line. It's not like ADHD. Yeah, maybe. Alright, now we just apply the gamma correction. You know, I just realized I've changed this code, so I can't expect that the default universal... I might need to re-import the universal render pipeline to make sure that these are the same as the defaults. I just also realized why didn't they just return this? Why are they creating half 3 color? Maybe this is only done once. I doubt it. No, it's not. It's done multiple times. Okay. I guess maybe it's only done once with specular term. I shouldn't mess around with this because if it's wrong, then it's just not gonna work. I think I'm gonna re-import the universal render pipeline. It'll take like a minute or two, but then I can be absolutely certain that this is gonna work, and that'll also let me check, be certain that it works. I'm just thinking, if I delete this, it's gonna break a bunch of stuff and unimport the universal render pipeline. So like, maybe I can re-import it. I hate this part of new Unity, the super slow package manager. For what I've heard, a whole bunch of other people don't like it either. There's no universal. Where's the universal render pipeline? I must be dumb or something. I wonder if it's because I already have the fork of it there. If it like detects that. Huh. Alright. Well, I delete this, it's gonna break a bunch of stuff, isn't it? It's gonna break like my materials is what I'm scared of. I'm almost tempted to just go and make a different project just to look at the lighting.hlsl. Okay, I bet someone else has posted this on GitHub or something. Beautiful. Unity Technologies. Oh my god, this has changed. They changed it in a new version of Unity. Oh my god. Last changed 24 days ago. So this actually, my fix might not actually work with the latest version of Unity. I might actually need to change it. Unless this is different code and they include different code, I don't know. So they definitely separated the specular term here. And now the specular term, they completely changed this direct BDRF. There's like whole bits of code missing. Oh my god, they completely changed how the lighting's calculated between versions. Oh my god, I should update my version of Unity. Hold on, this is the thing. I think you can download new releases. I don't know if I want to do that though. I want to see why these are so different. Like, what did they change? What I don't understand is why did they change how their lighting was calculated? Universal fragment PBR. It still passes through lighting physically based. Do you see this shit? It's literally one lighting physically based function that calls the next 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 lighting physically based function. And then we finally have the lighting physically based function that actually does the code. And they're all named lighting physically based. I'm actually triggered right now. You remember what I was talking about before about how single liners are organization for me? This is organization for this programmer. So this is, okay, this is still similar. This is where I would add the gamma. But yeah, it has split up the specular BRDF. It looks like they don't multiply it by radiance anymore, which is weird. Oh, wait, no, they do down there. Oh my god, why did they do this? They literally just separated. Okay, look at this. Alright, so this is the code from this older version where it has the direct BRDF has all of the BRDF code. It's got the specular, it's got everything except for that radiance calculation, which is the Lambert and mix of Lambert and attenuation right here, where it does radiance and this lighting specular right here, I don't even know what this is used for. So this is it. They have this Blin Fong function in here that I think is used with old shaders, but I haven't found any that use that. Anyways, so this lighting physically based, it's pretty actually nice and concise if you compare it to this new code. It does the attenuation, Lambert and attenuation into a radiance and multiplies that by the specular BRDF. So the direct BRDF, they were kind of right in renaming this specular BRDF because it actually is just a specular BRDF. It's so weird how they add in diffuse, but now they have separated it. They renamed it to lighting like specular BRDF, but then they've split all of the same code into this lighting physically based. So now it's like more convoluted. They could have just put all of this into this single universal fragment PBR. They could have just put it all into this. It's very interesting. Next update they will put it all together again. I'm actually curious if this is just different, like maybe this is different code than what is actually shipped in the engine. Like maybe, like I don't know, maybe this is different than what's shipped in the engine. I don't understand it. I'm just thinking I can actually modify this. I can easily modify my patcher to support this version. I'll just need to add the gamma right here. Nothing will change here. They still have the exact same variable names. But I think the lighting physically based will change right here, yeah, where it does BRDF times radiance. I'd need to add something that changes here. I think though, I'm just not really going to care, and I'm just going to say that this only works, this has only been tested with Unity 2019.4. Yeah. So they added this clear coat feature, obviously, which I think is why they had to write a new part of this, but I really don't like the way they did it. See, this is also so weird because technically the specular that they have is already a clear coat compared to the diffuse. Whatever. See, this is the issue, is I read this stuff and it makes me want to make my own engine. It's an actual issue. So apply the gamma correct right there. It should be good. I'm going to put a message actually right here at the top of this window, or somewhere here, that says this has only been tested on Unity version 2019.4. Time to use Godot. I should check out Godot at some point. Wait, do labels not automatically do new lines in Unity? That's actually kind of scuffed. I guess I have to manually do new lines. Their new 3.3 and RC version now bring lots of changes. Their rendering is pretty good too, so I don't expect to have many problems with that. Told you already, I understand whole Godot rendering for a few days. Their whole C++ engine code so simple, so easy to make plugins, even in C++ too. I love it. I know lots of other people love it too, which makes me think it must be really good. Alright, nice. There's the styling. We've got actually a bit more space, so Nice, okay. So now let's apply the gamma correction. So I want to apply the specular gamma correct to right here. So if bool spec gamma, so first of all we need to check if the specular gamma correct is even going to be applied. And it is not applied if the gamma exponent is 1, because then it won't make any change. Now, where do I guess I'll need to apply the diffuse gamma correct. So this right here is actually where I apply the diffuse gamma correct as well. So I guess I'll put it in a temporary string here, where radiance is then put through a power function or something. All right. I think that actually does the gamma correction as well. And I think I might go to the Unity GitHub and try to get it so that this will work on the later version. Because I think that I can easily just detect the Unity version, and the only thing I'm actually going to need to change is this, where it applies this min. But the hard part is going to be, I need to go, this actually might be the really nice thing about GitHub. I'm going to need to go through the GitHub and figure out where they made that exact change. So I'm assuming these are all the histories of the file and what was changed. Okay, browse the repository at this point, but is there a way to browse this specific file? Changes pushed all together, impossible to find anything. I just want to view the whole file. Oh man, Browse the repository at this point in history. So I think I'm going to need to just manually go through to the file I'm looking for here at this point in history, which isn't that hard. Actually, maybe I can just type in here, since I know the URL. This should actually be easy. Okay, so great. Now I can go through the changes and I can figure out when the change I'm talking about happened. So interesting. Here you can see it's actually still the same old function. Wait, is this called hack? Hack sample. Okay. So everything the same as here back in 2020. Okay, so I'm actually hoping that no one yet is on the 2021 version that has these changes. I'm going to fix it, but I think no one's actually really using this newer version of Unity that has these changes yet. How do I... Wait. Application. There's a way to check the Unity version. Unity version. Unity editor detect version. Here we go. Okay, it's changed here. Merge remote tracking branch. I'm guessing this is the patch where a bunch of these things were merged. This is when it got changed. We'll see though. I'm also curious if I'm even going to be able to tell the exact Unity version that this was pushed in. I guess I could just, if it doesn't find the string match, then I could just try the different string and not even, I just realized I don't even need to worry about what Unity version it is. I can just detect if when one of these fails, I can just retry. Oh my god. I just realized. Creating patcher for multiple versions of something is always a nightmare. Yeah, the hope was that shaders would be something that they would keep pretty standard because they don't really change the features on them or anything that much, but I guess not. Good thing is this still stays the same. So I can easily find that. Otherwise, I don't think I'll find C distance. Okay, so I can actually just take out this first bit of code here that finds distance attenuation. Perfect. All right. So those should both work. The specular term here should still be the same. It's just this part right here. So this part, if this fails, then we'll try something else first, because it could be a different Unity version. And let's actually test this. Will this come up with anything in this? It does, okay, it comes up with the radiance still. So that will still work fine. It will then find return, which is right here. So I need to detect if this has just BRDF in it. Okay, actually this is pretty easy. So I read the code that is in this return statement right here. After I detect this and detect the return statement, this should all actually work in the newer version. But then when it detects this return statement, it detects the end of line. Instead of having direct BRDF call in it, it will just have BRDF variable. And then I can just change this to use a different version, which is actually pretty easy. I'm just thinking about where, when I find this n index, I guess I do if substring start index n index has direct BRDF in it. We can detect do I still want to do these with ternary? Yep. So this becomes min BRDF. And that's just BRDF times nice. All right. Should be it. Let me check and make sure. Let's see if it works now. So first of all, just to make sure everything is still regular, we'll put it back to, oh, we got a index out of range exception. That's weird. It doesn't open up a shader. There we go. Of course, it's the new code I just added. I do start index +7 here. Oh, this is length. Oh my god, okay. Oh, okay. I'm just checking, is there anywhere else that I used that incorrectly? Man, JavaScript has a different thing where the end is the actual end index, so I keep like mixing those up. Alright, patched. So this should go back to Unity's. Oops. Hello? Visual Studio? Hello? Oh, it just crashed. About indexing, I have to work with object loader to GPU vertices. Almost forgot that vertex indexing start from 1. I didn't even know that. Okay. So it's all working. It is displaying as it should. The insanely bright lights. So now if we apply the specular fix and our attenuation, so now they have proper attenuation. Never goes above 1. I actually kind of like this ad hoc attenuation more than the realistic. I'm gonna be honest, like the realistic is actually technically supposed to be more realistic, but I'm looking at it and I actually like the way the ad hoc is a tiny bit brighter in the center there. Like the realistic here is less bright in the center. Huh. Anyways, let me check out the gamma now. Wait, why is there a specular highlight right there? Hold on. Oh, I guess that's because smoothness. Is that going above 1? Oh no, it's not. I'm pretty happy with it now. Except for when it gets insanely bright, like right here. That's alright though. Oh my god, these shader warnings are so annoying. I don't know what Unity was thinking when they added those. Alright, everything is patching and working. Woo. So let's see what it looks like with kind of cartoonish. Cartoonish gamma. Oh, that looks pretty scuffed. I just realized that gamma is changing this like specular circle in the bottom. What even is going on here? Am I applying this in the wrong... I must be applying this in the wrong place or something. Like, what? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm applying it in the wrong place. I'm dumb. I am writing this wrong. So the way I wrote this before is doing POW right here after attenuation. I'm applying it right here after multiplying it by the light color. Oh my god. So it's unevenly spiking up and down depending on the light color. That's why this light color makes it seem so crazy different. And that actually means that patching this should actually be easier on the other version. I gotta bring up that new version of lighting.hlsl. Don't die on stream or Twitch will ban you. True. That's the real... Man. It's the real worry. Who cares about dying on stream when Twitch could ban you? You gotta look at the bigger picture, like Twitch, like, not joking around. So this is what I have to detect and change. Good news is that this is the same thing. So we can actually change this when we detect it pretty easily. So right here, this already tells us right here. Diffuse gamma correct. Specular brightness clamping. Actually, though, I'm gonna go get water. 1 second. Okay, detecting this is actually going to be more difficult. If I've already applied a patch to this, there's going to be power around here. So I might really need to detect two, actually. I guess take out this. So it detects both of them. Or that they're both kind of equal. Just thinking how I need to change this. So this will put up to start index. So then I'll just put in the code I want. Let me think about this though. Oh my god. My cat's thinking of getting on my chair here. It's actually a good idea. I can pat it while it's sitting on the chair. I think you can probably hear my cat. Yeah, that's the thing. My cat usually doesn't jump up, so I'm kind of like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, she got up on the chair. She would also be able to go on camera. I'll lift her up to the camera, but If she goes on camera, then I'll show her. I think this is pretty much... I think that'll do what I need to do. Oh, I need to calculate when the end of this is. Oh, that should just be index of start index. Oh, wait. Start index. That. Alright, and now right here we don't need to apply any of this change to radiance. It's just BRDF times radiance. Makes it way easier and much nicer. Alright, now let's try it. Alright, so I found that this specular highlight got buggy with the high gamma correct. Let's see. Stat index cannot be larger than string. Oh, I'm still going to SP fail. Ooh. Let's try this again. No, yeah, that doesn't look good. Okay. uh, uh, so maybe I don't even want to apply it to I feel like I need to increase the size of this as well. Like, it's kind of weird to me how... I guess this makes sense. But I still feel like this should be bigger. It makes sense though, like it gets smaller as the light gets closer, but I swear to God, at least in my path tracers, I guess it's because this is a point light and there's like no such thing as a point light. I do wish this would like stretch further across. You know what? I think that might work. At the very least, I think this this gamma might work well. Index out of range. Oh. I'm actually thinking the gamma isn't going to help that much. We'll see. Anisotropy mod for light? Nope. Isn't anisotropy technically Fresnel? See, now I think that looks good. That is actually good lighting. Looks good in many cases when light close to surface on metal-like surface. Yeah. Alright, yeah, I'm definitely still having the gamma there. Whether or not it's useful is another question. Oh my god, it's fixed. Okay, there we go. The lighting is fixed. It's done. That's probably like the most annoying shader development to do. Alright, so I can actually show off a case here that I just noticed. So Unity actually points out themselves how linear versus gamma, like what gamma correct does. So I don't know why, but Unity shows in this example here how if you're lighting, okay, this is weird. They say linear space versus gamma space. But what it actually is the way you calculate lighting is in linear space. And if the way we display it is in gamma space. So if you don't convert, the way we display it all automatically actually applies conversion from gamma back to linear, if that makes sense. Like when we put data out on screens, we put it in gamma space. And then the TV or whatever actually converts it back to linear. So you actually need to make sure that your converted data is gamma corrected when you put it out on the screen. For some reason, Unity only does that when you have linear space selected, which doesn't make any sense because all it is actually applying a gamma correct. So here you can see they show here, they go, oh, gamma space doesn't have correct attenuation. But I don't know why they don't mention that that's just because they didn't bother adding. Do you see the attenuation here? This is the attenuation from linear space in gamma space. I'm using gamma space right here. I actually need to put this light far away. Or wait, if I enable the directional light, it's so triggering how it has to recompile all the shaders. Okay, look at this. Look at this. This is goddamn linear. Why is this shadow so small? Wait, what? Am I stupid, or is that just like... I guess it's the shadow resolution. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not gonna... Just turn off shadows. Just no shadows. Okay, anyways. Okay. So you've got the lighting, right? And you can see here, the linear space is the correct lighting. So Unity, for some reason here, says that linear has incorrect lighting fall off. The only reason it doesn't have correct lighting, or the only reason gamma doesn't have correct lighting like linear, is because Unity isn't applying gamma correct for some reason. All they need to do is just add a simple gamma correct function to their code. So you can see here, that's what I did in my lighting fix. So you can see here, if I turn off the gamma exponent, you can see it goes back to the bad diffuse lighting, or the bad gamma lighting from this example here. All you need to do is do the just do the 1 divided by 2.2 gamma correct before you actually apply the lighting. I don't get how the Unity, how do they spend like an hour? I have to say, they have to have at least spent an hour writing this article, right? So someone spent a bunch of time writing this about how the gamma is worse and not displaying correctly, and they didn't think during this, hey, we could just fix this by applying gamma correct. I don't understand how you can do that. I guess it's just like, it's not my job. The person writing the article was just like, oh well, I'm not the one making these lighting shaders. It's not my job. Anyways, there we go, proper gamma. Is this too bright? I think I could actually still fix that more. Correct depends on game style, yeah. Oh, this is triggering though. The way these normal maps are displaying behind, like they don't have it set so that if normal maps flip normals all the way past, test it with not white light, yeah. This actually is kind of not white. I guess shadows will technically fix that. I feel like this brightness is still off. I guess it's just that these are so much darker. Like, I feel like these should be brighter. Like, the specular highlight here is so bright, but these are so dim. Unity support negative light. Might be also a thing. I do not believe it supports negative light. I feel like this is off. Let me go back to the default. Honestly, I think it's just these objects. These objects that I set to be completely white are just so bright compared to everything else. That actually looks a bit more correct now. I think it was just that those super white objects made everything else look... everything else look way too dim. Still feel like that might be too bright. It's better, but the way I had it before... I guess the sunlight is really bright. That's how it's supposed to be. Wall jumping. I feel like that's as good as I'm gonna get for the light BRDF. And yeah, you mentioning the light BRDF killing me, I feel like there's only so much I can do to like Unity's light BRDF. No! No! I was so close! Well, you can just... can just cheat ourselves up here. No. No. I suck. Hold on 1 second. Alright, let's try enabling full... I believe I turned off a bunch of the lighting settings to test lighting. So now there should be a reflection probe. So things at least have reflections. That looks a lot better. I can't remember, is the reflection probe HDR? No. Oh, that's cool. You can actually see the HDR make it brighter. That's actually nice. So honestly, I think this looks pretty good when you get like reflection probes and everything. Some of these things are way too bright. I think it's just because like this grass is so dark and like this shader is so dark. I'm gonna try it in linear now. I'm really curious, like this is way too bright white. I feel like it's because of the diffuse gamma exponent. Yeah, like is it way better now, or was that because there's no reflection probe? Yeah, so I think I might be applying... Okay, yeah, there's something about my gamma exponent that is making that get insanely bright. Fly to a very high value. Actually, it is like super bright right there. I guess it's just my light balancing is what it is. Let's try switching to linear. So my experience makes the terrain and certain things washed out with lighting. Yeah, like you can see that. Why does the terrain get all white like this when I switch to linear? You see that? I do not think this looks good. It looks like there's like a white sheen over top of everything. I'm pretty certain it's because of like skybox reflections or something, but see, that doesn't get nearly as bright there. Honestly, most of the things look better except for the terrain for some reason. The terrain in linear really looks bugged. Like actually, now that I look at it, like all these other things look better in linear except for the terrain. Why is the terrain so like washed out? Huh. Oh, interesting. So the terrain, I guess it's terrain smoothness or something. That's so weird. So I guess making it metallic is the answer. Very interesting. Man, using other engines is actually it's very interesting to me how using another engine, it helps so much by providing so much stuff that's already done for you, but at the same time it's like such a headache to do simple things that you know you could do way easier in your own engine. It's such like a trade-off between things. Why is the specular here? I made the specular red here and it doesn't do anything. Am I missing something? I actually straight up just don't get some of the stuff in this engine. When it seems to me like it should be pretty easy to understand. I guess there's like a custom terrain shader that's doing this. I wonder if it's using a different BRDF. Let me just check. Maybe actually. It's kind of clamping it, but at the same time it looks way too bright. Yeah, that's so weird. To make an actual game, you need just a limited list of features. You don't need whole Unity engine. Yeah, that's true as well. But Unity has a lot of features that are super useful. Hmm. I feel like I'm applying the gamma at the wrong point when I do apply it. I don't know. I don't, yeah, like I said, I do not want to spend forever on this, and I actually think I could just spend forever tweaking this and it would never be perfect. I think I'm done for now. I think I'm gonna like come back to this, and I'm not gonna work on the lighting. I'm just gonna go straight into game dev. I just have a few shaders. I actually might make those now. Let me think about it. Some world space texture and shaders are pretty simple. Basically, just copying the universal render pipeline lit shader and just changing the texture coordinates to be world space sampling. I'm gonna use a Hacky World space sample that isn't proper triplanar texturing, but it's still pretty good. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Yep, I'm gonna end the stream. I might come back in like 30 minutes if I get in the mood for some game development, but I don't know. I just the shader editing those shaders and just waiting for Unity to compile over and over and over again. It's draining for some reason. I think that there's something about editing other people's code that does it for me, I think. Whatever. I might be back at the gaming stream. Man, so I talked about being back for streaming. I've always said I do think the best thing for streaming is actually having a schedule. But I've seen other streamers also talked about this as well, like how hard it is to just keep a schedule when you're just doing it for fun. So so far I'm just keeping up with every morning at like 9 a.m. EST, at least going for a few hours. But I've seen nighttime streams a few times. Might start doing nighttime streams. You need viewers to make any more changes to stream. Yeah. But that's the thing, how do you get viewers if you don't stream? So this is the funny thing. This just sitting here is like, and just talking, this type of streaming is just so much more like, could do this for hours compared to the shader programming. But when I do this, I feel bad that it's like, I don't know, just sitting. Like when I'm sitting like this, I'm just kind of thinking like, oh yeah, daily shader toy reviews. All right, let's do it. It's a good idea. I haven't looked at shader toy for like, I think 3 days, so there should be a good amount. This is a nice Truche. Make snakes turn in consistent direction. So what if you don't flip this? Oh, that's cool. So that kind of shows how the Truche, is it Truche or I think it's Truche. Truche is done with with symmetry, sort of. Randomly flip some squares. So then what if we don't flip them? So it's just waves. Center of circle segment, second circle segment. Yeah, okay. That's Truchet. I was surprised this one loaded quicker. Ooh, one of my first attempts at using HLSL, prove real-time Monte Carlo, adding anti-aliased screen buffer. Interesting. Applied denoising. Yeah, this is mostly just a fork of the small path tracer. That doesn't work. Avocado Mandelbrot. Mandelbrot. This is a good Mandelbrot. I like this coloring. It kind of looks like a bunch of forest burning and stuff. Oh yeah, there we go. That's that nice Mandelbrot magic. Oh, nice. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Kind of creepy. This shader looked cool, so I want to try to fix it. God damn it, Angle. Generating two Vec2 constructors. Another constructor complains because it doesn't know which of the two constructors to use. Angle would have just generated the first constructor. The HLSL will compile, or would have been happy to do the type conversion. Wow, I love how this guy's literally explaining how Angle could fix their shit. Two constructors from 0 to 0 point. Oh, easy fix. Oh my god. Oh my god, the video's still bugging for me. What shit, dude. That's cool though. It actually triggers me how Firefox is bugging out like this. I haven't seen any other video players do that. Oh, these just look like... Those aren't that interesting, they're just functions. That one's kind of cool. Totalistic. What does totalistic mean? Infinite game of life. Maze. This is nice. Yeah, I think I've seen something like this before. I've never actually looked at this. Was this what originally Conway's Game of Life looks like, or who did Totalistic? Slime mold. Wow. Except for the fact that this is looping through all the particles every frame. That's kind of shitty. It looks really cool though. It runs surprisingly fast despite that. Multicolor double slit experiment. Oh, flying bathtubs. Okay. This is actually so good. That's nice. Yeah, DRT2 always makes really fast shaders. Is this ray marking? It is ray marking. Okay. Oh, it's not actually doing a simulation of a field or volume, it's just displaying the result. I'm not as interested in that. Quadratic Bezier. Super Mario Kart. I've already seen a bunch of printing numbers and coordinates ones. Solving for the y coordinate, quadratic Bezier, same process can be applied to other, yep. It looks like it's bugging out. I don't know if that's because he's using DFDX or something. I think that's just his display. Or maybe it's supposed to be like that, and it's just buggy how it flips. Use the directional arrows to drive. Narcowics for sprite loading solution. Looks like it's got checkpoints and everything. This guy should get SoundCloud in here. The sprite is a bit big relative to everything else. But it actually seems like this seems pretty much equivalent to old school Mario Kart. Going in the sand and the grass actually makes you slow down different amounts. So they actually programmed in like the ground. Wow. Nice. Okay. That 3D. This looks kind of like displaying a 3D object in 2D, but yeah, or I guess it's displaying a 2D object with 3D lighting. What are these coordinates actually displaying? Oh, I get what it's doing. Interesting. It's a fast way of doing I didn't count if it was hexagons or what, but yeah, this is an aesthetically nice one. Shader is a dotted line, nothing special. I'm guessing this one's going to be really good. Caustics with particles. PS5 bokeh. So it looks like the photons are going this way, so I'm confused why the caustics are reaching out here. These are cool though. I'm assuming these are the actual caustics. I'm trying to figure out what's actually happening here though. It almost seems like this purple is like a boundary, it's not like an exact surface, and it's just sort of refracting these as they bend through. I think this is what he was working on. He's been posting a bunch of shaders where he's talking about trying to get the average coverage on a cell, and I think that's what this caustics is trying to do, is kind of count how many of these particles group up in one place. I keep clicking heart and it's there we go. Beautiful, strangely black for 2.5 seconds, then it goes. So I think that's the emitter right there. decays over a length and adds over each frame. I'm actually so confused where, like, is this the caustic being emitted? Like, I actually think there's two fields here. There's this caustic, whatever it is right here, and then this is the actual particles, the orange. So I think like these two buffers are the purple. And then this is the orange. Yeah. Yep. Literally. The W is... Weird, it's doing rainbow coloring. I can honestly say I understand very little of what is happening there. Berlin simulated force field? This looks really interesting. Oh, I think it's just a force field effect. I thought he was actually simulating something. This is nice though. Come on, page 4. It has died. The shader website has died. You know what I need to do? This from, I need to do it so it just loads like 100 of them. So then when I do load it, it loads like all of them. What did I just open? I just opened my own video, I'm sorry. I killed it. It is dead. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna try to... This has been blurry like all day. I'm pretty sure I can just walk outside and hold my hand in front of it and it's gonna focus. One sec. I'll be right back. Nope. I guess I'm gonna need to go wash it off. Looks like Shader Toy's loading again though. Nice. Simple abstract fractal. Oh, this was probably made on this guy's stream. Spiral made of 500 spheres, not really efficient. Nice. Twitch tag on Shader Toy. Yep. Live shader coding, shader showdown style. Trigo shell chiseled. Trigo chiseled. Does this mean something? Is this like an actual term for some... Nope, I guess it's just like trigonometry and chisel put together. Interesting. Really nice styling. Lift looks amazing. Yeah, like the patterns look insanely futuristic. And it's pretty optimized as well. Oh, hey, there's you. Oh god, one of these shaders just completely lagged out. Shader that crashes on Windows. I'm not clicking that. I am not clicking that. Huh. Weird. Simulation of blackbody radiation and heat transfer on sheet of iron. Hold left click to heat up metal. Simple, but pretty well done. Basic reflections. Lemniscate of Bernoulli. Ooh. Oh, this is really interesting. IQ's point here that cos plus dt are cos t times cos dt. Hold on, I actually need to test this. What? So if dt is 1e negative 4, I think I misunderstand this. Yeah, I don't think I understand this. I don't think dt is derivative like I'm thinking. I think dt is like... Do I just not understand this? Oh my god, I'm stupid. I'm not writing the whole... I'm not writing the whole thing. Okay. Ah. I don't remember this from school. So this, we're going to loop an incremental way. Increments in constant steps. Okay. Ah, alright. Good stuff. Oh, change this to get different patterns. I think he's already changing it each frame. Yeah. This one is really nice. Oh, is this a fork of one of IQ's? Yeah, so this is actually the image that NASA took of that black hole, or the first actual image we've taken of a black hole. This guy simulated it pretty well. Real-time ray tracing. Nice low res effect. I'm curious to see this one. Oh, he's got denoising. I would like to see a light bigger than this though. It's got this is actually pretty good. I want to see the camera moving more. I want to see how he's separating. He must be storing depth or something. Like you can see he's not masking based off color, but he must be maxing pixels based off depth or something. Oh yeah, he's blending it based off of depth. I feel like this will break down when you get a more complex scene. Just measuring depth won't This is probably going to be an insane shader again. Yeah, this is insanely cool. And then if you hold it, it breaks apart. That's so wicked. So here it seems like he has two different advected fields. Nice. Goku. Make them more pog later. This guy must be a Twitch user. Ow, my ears. He's drawing horrible sound. Fabrice is being honest. Oh my god, there's so many shaders. Wow. Gaz is doing some pretty good fractals these days. Next level ray tracing. I don't think this is exact though. He's got artifacts here where it's changing. I don't think this is an exact intersection formula. Maybe it is. I guess he's... Huh. I might not understand the point of that. This is kind of cool. This one right here, this is what I'm looking at. Oh, look, it's your shader. Oh, wait. Someone else copied it. Field of two charges of opposite signs using complex potential. Wow. It's applying a weird animation, but I like the view. Moon. Maybe I'll get around to this one. Look at how fast it is as well. And it's got those perfect soft shadows, like Cineshader's presentation. Is there anything you have to do to support Cineshader? You say Cineshader support. Does Cineshader just automatically support your shaders, or do you have to like do something? Cineshader alpha value to make cube as cube on Cineshader. Ah, okay. It's a fun one. Is this just intersecting two spheres? Or am I missing something? I think this is just intersecting two... It can't be. It's doing two different things here, isn't it? I'm probably misunderstanding something that it's doing here. Like, what if we remove this? What if it just subtracts one length from the other? I'm actually confused. Isn't... Wait, why would this not... This is actually confusing to me. Shouldn't this technically be the correct distance? I don't understand why you need this. Like, I get that it actually changes the distance. I think it's all about this derivative. Like, the distance function ends up changing direction. Yeah, IQs is technically more correct in the sense that this switches direction all of a sudden right here. The actual value. Wait. What if I just, let's just print out the distance. So this should show how they're different. Okay. I see. Exact distance. So it doesn't get smaller when you just subtract the two spheres or two circles. Ah, yeah, it creates that gap where the distance gets smaller. So you have to check for that gap. Interesting. Less steps when you do ray marking. Yeah, I really wonder if the less steps would be, like, it would completely defeat the purpose. Like, you get less steps, but you're running more code, so it's kind of just like an even trade-off. That's what I feel like, at least. I think IQ definitely has a purpose for why he wants it that way. I think this one's broken or something. Attempting at simulating freezing temperatures. This reminds me of the tearing one we just did, but it looks different. Interesting. Oh my god. Yeah, I was actually just about to say it doesn't look, it looks more like fluid. And less like a rigid body like glaciers. That's cool. So many shaders. Oh, this one actually looks pretty good. IQ types too much text. Oh, I get it. He's helping a lot. This is a good one. All right, I have. Ooh. Oh god, DMCA. Oh god, I was not expecting DMCA on Shader Toy. This is nice. It actually really fits into with what the place in the game actually looks like. So, okay, now I've seen these shaders. Alright. Alright. There's the Shader Toy review for the day. It's always cool shaders on Shader Toy. This one's simple, but it's still really cool. I feel like even if you don't understand math, it must be fun to just go on Shader Toy and mess around with those stuff just because they like look cool. Alright, I'm gonna go. I'll be back again for another stream tomorrow morning. I might also do a stream tonight, but it'll just be a short hour or so. I'll see you around. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you have a good day, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.